manager today. Are you Holly?
Yes.
What's your last name?
Collison.
Collison? Okay.
Yeah, that's spelled
How do you spell that?
Collison.
Okay. And Holly, today I'm going to be writing some notes down during our session. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, did you have any trouble finding us?
Yeah.
No? Is the rain bad out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming down today. I guess we need it though.
It's supposed to rain all day today.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be drenched by the time I leave. Well, drive safe when you leave. We got some puddles out there. So today I just want us to get to know each other a little bit. We're not going to really have any, specific things that we need to discuss. You're just going to tell me about yourself, get to know you. But first, before we get started, I need to make sure that you're okay with the confidentiality statement you signed.
Yes.
Understand everything?
Yeah.
And also, to let you know, if you tell me anything today that makes me think you're... Oh, it's okay. I'll write your name again. I can handle writing your name again. Don't worry now. You're fine. If you tell me anything that makes me think that you're going to harm someone else or yourself, I will need to tell someone about that.
Okay.
Other than that, everything we talk about today is just between me and you. Is that good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, why don't you just tell me a little bit about what's going on this week with you? What's top in your priorities? What's going on? Work?
I work all week.
Is that stressing you out?
Yeah, it's stressful. It's a little stressful.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just work all week, actually.
Do you have any family things going on?
My grandma's just going through Alzheimer's, so it's kind of hard.
That is.
Other than that, I'm doing okay.
Okay. Well, Alzheimer's is a really hard disease to struggle with. So many people right now
my
are
mom
struggling
too.
with.
Yeah.
And it comes down through families. That can just be really stressful. But, okay, well, we're going to do a little activity, speaking of your family. It's called an ecogram, which is fun. Bring you back to your childhood drawing days. There's a piece of paper for you, and I'm actually going to go ahead and draw one at the same time as you, if that's okay. We're going to start out, it's just circles. You're just going to draw circles.
Okay.
The middle circle is you. So just go ahead and start with a middle circle with you in the middle, your name, whatever, a picture, whatever you want to do. And then there's a few different ways to connect you to others. Now, this doesn't have to be people. This can be places, a gym, a church, work, anything that is involved directly in your life. And this will really teach me about you. If it's just something you do every once in a while, just draw a line to it. That doesn't mean you're really that involved. It's just something you do. If it's a stressful connection, do a big jagged line like that. And if it's a good, close connection, draw 2 or 3 straight lines.
Okay.
Now, we can have, if you want, say it's your parents, those can be jagged and close. So
okay.
It'll be a little fun exercise to see what goes on in your life. So, top of your mind, what's the first connection that you have in life?
Probably my grandparents.
Grandparents? Okay, so go ahead and put them. And what kind of a connection would you consider that to be?
A close and a stressful.
Close and stressful? Okay. Generally that's what most people's family is. So, that's good. You have both a grandmother and grandfather? Mm-hmm. Do you live with them?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a full-time thing?
Yeah.
You live with them? Mm-hmm.
But it helps my grandma and my grandpa. My grandpa has prostate cancer, so he's really down. He has to get a shot every week or go through radiation every week.
Oh, no.
And so he's really down. And then my grandma, she doesn't know what's going on. And we just recently got a hospital bed for her. Okay. So she's really down too. So it's kind of hard, but I help them a lot. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
They're lucky to have a granddaughter like that because honestly,
most
Molly,
people aren't like that.
Exactly, and that you're willing to give of your time, and a person your age a lot of times doesn't want to even have anything to do with your grandparents.
Yeah,
so
it's hard, but it's better.
That is a great thing that you do for them. And is it? Do you enjoy living with them? I know probably not 100% of the time.
They really know that I like my privacy and I like to do my own thing. He doesn't really interfere with my outside life. He lets me pretty much do what I want because there's really not much he can stop for me from doing. But he's pretty easygoing, so it's pretty easy to live there.
Well, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, so you live with your grandparents. What else? Do you have any other family in the area?
My mom lives in Ottawa, but she's going through Alzheimer's. But I see her every week on Wednesdays when I go to anger management.
Oh, okay. Anger management. I'm sure let's put that on the connection because that's going to be there.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's stressful or annoying.
Well, then it's definitely a jagged one.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it? So on Wednesdays you go to anger management. You said
Every
Does
Wednesday morning.
how does that change Wednesdays for you?
It doesn't really change Wednesdays, but it's a little intense. I only have 4 weeks left though, so that's exciting.
That's good. Intense. What do you mean by intense? Is it a good intense? What is intense?
I mean, it's good to learn that you can change based on not being mad all the time. But I mean, it's hard to go and know that you're having to go for being mad. But really, I don't think I'm an angry person. I just had so much go on in my life that I need to go work it out. And I take my problems out on other people, and it's really just my own problem.
So do you feel like anger management is doing a lot for you?
It's doing a lot, yeah. It's helped a lot.
It's changed your life a little bit. Well, that's good. That's really good because a lot of people
Won't admit that.
They won't admit it, and they won't even let.
Yeah.
If it's ordered, they won't let it affect
See, mine
them.
wasn't ordered. My mom was talking to me about it one day, and she was like, "We need to do it. We need to go." So I went based on her telling me to go, and she comes with me just so she can observe, really, honestly, and like talk to her with it. And I also have a one-on-one time with her. I have like an hour with her, and then 2 hours with my mom involved.
Wow.
So it's like a 3-hour session every Wednesday.
Wow. Well, that's a big commitment, but I mean, if you feel that it's helping you, then
It is
that is
helping.
a great thing that you're doing that.
It's helping a lot.
That's really impressive, Holly. Okay, so mom, grandparents, anger management. What else? Daily life stuff. Where do you go?
Work.
What do you do? Work. What kind of connection are we going to put on
It's
that?
a stressful connection.
That would be the way most people connect.
I
Work.
like it. I mean, you make money.
Yeah. So maybe it's a strong, stressful one because
Yeah.
it gives you the ability to do everything else
Do
in your life.
everything else. So
But yeah,
would that be a jagged?
yeah, put some lines through it and make it jagged. There you go.
Okay.
Nice and strong, but stressful. Anything else? Any other places you go? Not people, places. Things you do.
Like things
Like
I
a
do.
gym,
I used to tan a lot. That's
the tanning place.
Yeah,
Do you know people there? You talk to people
Yeah.
there? Go ahead and put it on there. That's good. And I guess that probably wouldn't be stressful.
No, I love it.
Then put a bunch of strong lines to it.
I just can't go that much because it ruins my skin. And everyone's like, you have a tanning problem. So I just haven't been.
Well,
But it is a big part in my life.
doing some things like that, you might need to find the happy balance. But if it's something that you enjoy doing, then any other people? What about friends?
Let's see here.
And-
And Shanna down.
Okay.
She's one of my best friends.
That's good. And you can also, that was something I was going to say, there's definitely two types of friends. You're going to have these kind of friends, and then you're going to have your jagged line friends, which everyone has. And another part of life is dealing with these jagged line friends because you want to make sure, I'm sensing from you that you're a very giving person, especially from the way you live with your grandparents and help them. So people like you may have a little bit of trouble with these jagged line people, letting them
Oh, yeah.
take over and you give a lot.
Yeah, I'm really easily offended, I guess you would
Okay.
say. Like, her, for instance, like, the way she talks to people bugs me because I know that I wouldn't like to be talked like that, and other people don't like how she talks to them, and so I stood up to her. That's why she doesn't like me.
Okay.
Which is
Well-
fine with me because I don't care.
Standing up to people is not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it depends on how you do it.
Yeah.
But to be able to politely and respectfully
That's what I
give your
did,
opinion, that is a great thing
That's
because that
exactly
shows a
what I did.
strength in you. That if you feel that someone is not treating people right, to be able to stand up, as long as you're not, cussing them out and throwing stuff at them.
Yeah.
As long as you can respectfully explain why you feel that way, that's not a bad thing. That shows a strength.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Go ahead and add her. Anyone else? Family? Do you have any siblings?
I have a sister and brother.
Sister and brother. Do they live around here?
They both live in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Do you see them often?
I see my sister about once a month, and I don't really talk to my brother.
No.
Well, I mean, I see him too, but we don't have a real strong connection. Like me and my sister.
What
do.
makes you not have a strong connection?
He hasn't really. He's my stepbrother, so he hasn't really been involved in my life. And after my dad passed away, he really hurt my feelings. The way he acted, like towards money and stuff like that, like the way he took over the whole thing.
Okay.
So I don't really have that strong connection. So what would I put under that?
You can just put the one line.
One line.
Yeah, because it's a connection. He's involved in your life. So you're saying that after your dad died, he tried to kind of take over.
Yeah, he took all my dad's sports stuff, like everything, like baseball's, worth money. he like was talking to my mom about the will and like all the money and everything. Like he was just in it for the money, and that just really pissed me off.
Okay. Yeah, no, I totally understand. Because were you close with your dad?
Yeah, me and my dad were really close. Me and my dad were closer to me and my mom were.
Okay, so when he stepped in, you felt like that was not his place to be taken over?
Because he didn't have anything to do with my dad. And when he did, it would be like once.
Oh, see, that I can totally understand where it would make you a little bit uncomfortable and probably angry.
Yeah, that's why I'm an anger management.
Well, again, you're taking control of your feelings in your life.
They said it gets sent court ordered or something there. So.
Yeah. I mean, those sorts of things. It's great that you were able to, with your mom, talk together and realize before it became an actual issue that you were going to take this in your own hands. Mm-hmm. And I really respect that. I find that really important. That's one of the. I really think, even though it has the jagged lines, the fact that this anger management was your decision was not, because on most of these diagrams, if we have things like anger management, drug rehab, they are going to be court ordered. They're not going to be something that you took the initiative yourself to do. And that is very impressive. That is very impressive.
It's hard to do that.
That is. And that you recognize that it was hard.
Yeah.
You have strength in you. Yeah. And that's really,
you have to when you've been through,
Well, so your dad died. You mind telling me when that was?
In January of 2009.
So how old were you?
I'm 16. I just turned 16.
And you said you were really close with him. Mm-hmm. Did he die suddenly?
He had walking pneumonia for a couple days, and my mom sent him to the doctor, and they sent him home with medicine, and then knocked him out and made him sleep, and he passed away in his sleep.
That's really hard to deal with.
Yeah. It's hard because we never really knew what caused it. Like, it was obviously a heart attack. He was overweight. So it was a heart attack, we know, but we don't know if the medicine had something to do with it. Like, because he had diabetes, so he was taking his diabetes medicine on top of this medicine, and it could have clashed. But when they did the autopsy, they said it was a simple heart attack.
So do you find that not knowing brings up some emotions?
I feel like it's not that. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, it was something different, but we're never going to know. Yeah. But I know what they know what they're doing when they're doing autopsies,
but still that feeling of that inconclusive end to things is never
hard to deal with,
Yeah.
And that's who I live with, my grandparents. That's my dad's parents.
Okay. So do you find that is like this little bit of connection that you still have with your dad? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, is there anything, I don't want to take all of the time today just doing this chart. Is there anything else you want to tell me about away from this? I don't want this to take over. If there's anything else about you that you'd like to tell me today as our time is running out that you feel is valid for me to know about you?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Okay, well, what I would like you to do is take this home with you. And next session, I want, if there's anything that you want to add to it, because we're going to continue this get to know process next time. If there's anything during the week that you think about, any ways you would like to change the lines, any more jaggeds or strongs that you want to add, there you go. Go ahead and just work on this, keep it with you, and then bring it back next week. And as we delve deeper into this, we're going to go a little bit into your childhood and some other background influences into who you are today. Bring this, and we'll continue to use that. Okay? Is there any other questions you have?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Holly.
You're welcome.
It was really good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.